Come on, y'all. Run this down to me.
Okay.
This brother right here. Go for it, old man. You sent this to me.
My
We were
man
supposed to
gets
bring it on last week.
exonerated.
He
Go
pissed
ahead.
me
He
off.
gets exonerated. So
Uh-huh.
he did what 24 years in prison, right? I guess
Uh-huh.
they didn't have the right legal shit to have him stay in jail. So he gets out on a technicality. They give him $4 million
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
illegal imprisonment.
Oh
And
shit.
just like the smartest black man you know,
Who is it?
he tries to flip it in the cocaine game.
Oh,
Somebody stiffs him on $1,200 and he kills him. This brother's going back to jail.
Good.
yeah. Thank you, Sauce. Yep.
$4
Yeah.
million.
You got
And
4 mil and you spent 24 in. They give you 4 for your time, and you don't know how to fly straight.
Let me say this, man. I can't stand this motherfucker, and I'm gonna say why.
Break it down.
Um, I got a brother-in-law. Well, you know what? I'm just going. Well, shit. I was about to say I know somebody, but I already said it. I got a brother-in-law that's a cop, and I listened to him and a few other police officers, and separately, not all together, but in conversation, they were talking about this certain politician down at previous state I was in, and how we'd lock him up and they'd let him out. Well, they weren't always righteous arrest. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think to have an organization like the Innocence Project, who, these motherfuckers aren't making millions of dollars. They're not putting millions of dollars into their pocket. These aren't ambulance chasers. They're out here giving people second chances. You know what I mean? They're people that have been unjustly, behind the wall 20, 30, 40 fucking years. And there's a lot of people that they don't want this organization, this body to exist. You know what I mean? They feel like, nah, fuck that. We were right on the arrest that we made. Here you have a motherfucker that was able to take advantage of this organization and benefit from what they do. I want to say his crime was committed, 93, 94, 95. He was out in 2017, and then he did this in 2023. So you already, you just doing this shit, you fuel the skepticism. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like that. He's like that motherfucker from the 80s that they was talking about. What's the motherfucker's name? It was like, he
Alpo.
No, not Alpo. What was it? Willie Horton?
Yeah. Yep.
That bullshit. We let him out. And look at the shit. I mean, it's like, come on, man. They handed you a nice bag. You know what I mean? 4.1 million.
It's
You
enough.
is enough.
It's enough.
And you killed the man. You killed a man. First of all, you shouldn't have had your ass in the drug game. And you killed a man over $1,200. You just throwing a lot of skepticism at an organization that's probably got a long line of motherfuckers like, hey, man, I didn't do this shit.
That part.
We can back it up. These motherfuckers suppress evidence. A lot of these cases, when you look at them, the DA was suppressing evidence. You know what I'm saying? I think one person, we talked about it on the show, the goddamn file fell behind a cabinet.
Yeah. Yep. Right.
You know what I'm saying? For like 20 years.
Yeah, and he missed the deadline. They was like, you missed the deadline. It was like, dude, I put it up there, but it slid over wherever they're supposed to, the holster or whatever. It slid over to the back behind the thing. It was like, it's in the building. They slid out the cabinet, and guess what was faced up against the wall,
Yeah.
Wow, like, dude, he did complete what he said he completed. But this shit is like I said, man, you fell back into the dope game with 4 mil?
4 million.
Let me say.
Go ahead, Miss Kiki.
Well, it's two things that came to my mind. He was institutionalized.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He probably got out and he probably like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on. That could be one, but then I don't understand that concept because you got 4.1 million. You know what I'm saying? You got enough to sit there and learn everything
Right.
that's going on and live the
Right.
best life, live better than me or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then I came into contact with, because he thought he had life, right? So you know, when people think they got life, they done got married in jail. He probably want to go back because he was holding somebody's pocket too.
No, I think he just did a dumbass move. He blew his bag. It was trying to double back
It
with
just
the
don't make
dope game.
sense.
And
$1,200.
$1,200. Yeah, because he probably blew through that. He probably blew through that money, got with family, mismanagement, didn't pay no taxes or take care of what he was supposed to take care of. Again, like you said, he's been locked down 20-something years. You can't throw that kind of money at somebody who doesn't have, what I'm saying, the proper education, financial education.
He looks like he had a Muslim boyfriend.
Okay.
He was the top. He missed his bitch.
Go ahead, old man. She said he wanted to go back home. That's all Miss Kiki said. He wanted to go back to his bunkie. Okay.
Institutionalized.
What you got, old man?
I got nothing, man. This is just comical.
Is it comical or is it just sad, man? It can't be funny. This ain't even nowhere near funny. It's like,
I'm a firm believer in that anytime you see a project like Innocence Project or anything related to the justice system, there is a hustle behind it. I think that some of these organizations see loopholes and then step up and take credit for something that they created in the first place.
Okay. Like I said, you got public defenders who play into that. Back to Sauce's point about these dudes, fucking them over, these district attorneys or whatever, fucking people over. But then you got these public defenders who probably got his, may or may not got his case that morning and was just like in court, like, take the plea, trying to get with old boy, like, hey man, you're gonna have to sit down for 10, easy, you do 10, with good behavior, you may be home in 7. All right. Can you do that? Just rushing motherfuckers out. You know how many people take these deals, and like you said, and it's on some bullshit, considering like they don't even have no, they have no evidence, but yet they're telling this dude to plead out when, all he had to do is go and, go to the box, as they say, and take his chances. But a lot of dudes get these damn public defenders.
Yeah, because they threaten them with more time if they don't take the deal.
Yep.
The last dude we looked at, man, we saw was the cat who got out, I want to say, after 20 years. And that cop ended up popping him because he was choking the shit out of him. It was simple car stop. I think that dude was institutionalized.
Yep.
I think this is a little different. I think this is a stupid, simple motherfucker who pissed away a chance that a lot of cats who actually didn't do anything wrong look to get. Whether it's a hustle behind the shit or not, it's a lot of cats that's getting out of jail for some shit that they didn't do 20 or 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Weed charges.
Yeah, weed charges. Or like I said, the evidence might have been misplaced, or simply he just looked like the next nigga that looked like the next nigga. You know what I mean? That's happened. Stories were recanted. Oh well, we can't. You know what I mean? So I just think that's it's kind of like you get these youngins out here, that you got decent people trying to live, and that's fighting for rights, and then you got the knuckleheads out here, and it's like, hey man, you see we fighting for your rights, and you spitting in the face of that shit. Like, come on, B. So that's all I got.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got dealt with back in when they realized, who's about to come back on the yard. Like, oh, you had your freedom, and they gave you a bag.
Yeah.
Now I'm leaning towards Miss Kiki point. You about to be somebody
really getting
for life.
Yeah. You got 4.1 million reasons to keep us off your ass.
Yep.
So, you better buy a whole lot of ramen noodles and cigarettes, motherfucking Newports.
That part.
We want the best.
Yeah.
We want the best. We want that menthol, baby.
You was out. You had $4 million, and you was hanging out with Marty McFly's daddy.
So you can't like they probably gonna take that because what did we pay you for?
You had access to pussy, not
that
the
money,
female COs that
they
look
cut the
like
check.
shit.
That check is gone. That money is gone.
Oh, that money
That
gone.
money is gone. So ain't no,
Like you could get real pussy, my dude. Like the stuff that get wet. And
Next.
not by diarrhea.
Yeah.
Not that hole.
Transition, please. Not that glory hole. Please. Please.
that Corey hole.
Corey hole. Hey, what Flea say? First time I ever had some. Made me close my eyes.
Right.
What did Orlando say? You can't take back what the butt's been given.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I'll land on that.
That booty meat.